I think this is phenomenal. This is local sports in Denver. The reporter is Scott Hastings. Now, he's courtside as the Nuggets are getting ready to start their game.
This is called Altitude Sports, and it's just Denver sports.
They do the Avalanche, the Broncos. And so he's there courtside talking about, here's what's happening tonight. You know, they're playing what such and such team. Well, the anchor back in the studio says, what about JaMychal Green? We see him warming up behind you. Is he going to play? And here's the exchange.
Before I let you go, Hastings, I saw JaMychal Green warming up behind you. Any word yet on if he's able to go tonight? I think he was questionable coming into this game.
I'll ask him. Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Hey, JaMychal, you playing? No, he's not playing. That's how you do it. I know you got to wait for all these letters. Oh, you got to wait for all these letters and stuff to come out. Just ask the dude. He said he wasn't playing.
He's back there shooting around, but he ain't going to play. He's just giving it a test run. He's injured.
Hey, JaMychal. Huh?
You playing? No.
Nah.
He's not playing. It's reporting.
Yeah,
that's
so
that's
good.
called reporting. Am I right? That's how you do it. He's sitting there. She gives him the question. I'm not going to wait around for some press release or something. I'm just going to ask the guy.
I don't need a flunky in a suit
Yeah,
to
right
tell
here.
me yes or no.
Let me turn around and get the guy. The guy's like, no, man, I'm out. And
Does your son know JaMychal Green? He's an NBA fan.
Almost guaranteed. Almost guaranteed. He plays a game now similar to Wordle. And he tries to get me to play every day. What you do is, and there's one for football too. The football one is called Weddle, like because one of the last names of the guys in the league is Eric Weddle. Well, I forget the name of the NBA one, but it's something similar, you know.
LeBronal?
Something like that. So what you do is, it gives you guess a player. You have like 6 guesses to guess the NBA player. So you put in
Joel Embiid.
Okay, Joel Embiid, and it comes up. Okay, he's in the East, you know, because Joel Embiid's in the East. Mm-hmm. It will tell you he's over or under Joel Embiid's age. It will tell you he's over or under Joel Embiid's height. And then it will tell you, like, he used to play in that division, or he used to play for Philadelphia, or something like that. So you
get advancing a series of clues.
Right. But what they do is, I mean, you really have to know the NBA. I know, my son always says, all right, you go ahead and start. Well, I know, I would say a grand total of 8 NBA players, okay?
Kobe? Oh, Dad. Too soon. Good God. You're embarrassing me. God.
That's usually what happens. My son will
Well,
say,
if it was just letters, if it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Right.
It's 30 letters.
Well, one day I started with, like, Embiid. I was like, Joel Embiid. And he tells me, he's like, okay, he plays in the East, whatever. And he goes, and it's a role player. He's just role player. And I say, I don't know anybody else. I mean, I say, Giannis. He goes, Dad, it's a role player. Giannis is like the best player.
He's a star.
He's a star. He's not a role player. I don't know any role players, you know.
How are you supposed to know role players?
Exactly. Grayson Allen. I say Grayson Allen. For anytime he says role player, I go Grayson Allen. I don't know anybody. Well, eventually it got down. One day it was like a member of the Charlotte Hornets. And I was like, I cannot name one member of the Charlotte Hornets. He goes, Dad. I said,
I think there's a ball on the
There is a ball,
Hornets.
but I don't know which one. And it was a role player, and I knew he was their star. I was like, there's a ball, but I don't know any. I know nothing. I cannot name. I know maybe 12 to 15. LeBron, Anthony Davis, Devin Booker for the Suns.
That's probably more than me.
The dude, who's the dude in Portland so good?
Damian Lillard.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. It's shocking how few players. One time we got to one on the Celtics. Bird. You know, I don't know. Yeah. I know Bird, McHale,
Magic.
I say he's like, Dad, they're active players.
I'm out.
I'm completely out of this game. Now, the NFL, I can do. They're always skill position players. It's always receivers, quarterbacks, and running backs. And so, I mean, I'm never going to guess a lineman or anything like that. But we start playing that one, and I usually narrow it down. But one time we got to, it was a receiver for the Panthers. And I was like, I don't think I know DJ Moore. And he goes, it's the other one. And I was like, and he had to give me his initials. It was, what's his name? Anderson. You know what I'm talking
Robbie
about?
Anderson.
Robbie Anderson. So you know football.
Yeah.
From playing fantasy.
Yeah.
We get that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this is local news also. God, this is embarrassing. Yesterday, they did a report here locally. Now, I'm from Asheboro, North Carolina. And we looked up at the local news, and there was a woman from Asheboro, and it says deplorable living conditions in one neighborhood in Asheboro, North Carolina. my connection there now is I rent my parents' house. Okay, I'm the landlord. They call me slumlord, and
It's not an honorific.
it's not. And so I'm the landlord, but I have someone handle that. You know, they keep track of if
You're not a day-to-day manager.
No, I haven't seen it in a while. He sends me the rent check. Perfect. He takes a
That's
little
called
bit.
an absentee landlord.
Exactly. I'm an absentee landlord. If something goes wrong, he texts or calls me and says, "Hey, we got to fix the shower."
How much money do you need?
Fine. Take it out of next month's rent. Just do it. So they show this poor woman describing.
There's needles everywhere. There's buckets of, feces and urine, and it's just like, that's a health hazard. I had stepped off my deck, and a grown man came out there in nothing but a t-shirt. No pants, no underwear.
So Chris Demm looked at this video and said, "My God, that's your neighborhood. That's
How close is that to where you grew up?
minutes, seconds
Painfully
from
close.
where I grew up." And then they looked, he looked closer at the man with no pants, and he said, "Is that your cousin?" Yeah, that's my cousin. It's pretty bad, and I was so upset by that.
Well, look, I mean, if you're going to fill up your bucket with feces,
Yeah.
why take your pants? The pants are just in the way at this point. If you're just going to fill up your bucket with feces and urine.
So you make that connection. I didn't even connect that the guy with no pants is the guy who filled up his bucket. I guess he is. That's the neighborhood down there. It's just good times. Just good times in the neighborhood.